Welcome back, friends. Thanks for watching. Today, I'm going to talk about the Paramount Cup, and I have with me two guests and a new guest with us. So we have FUBAR with me, and we have now General Ghost. And General Ghost, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Mag. My name is General Ghost. I'm from S26 Boss Alliance. I'm a small YouTuber that showcase war videos in Theater of Conquest and events.
Yeah, my pleasure. And we have FUBAR back with us. FUBAR, say hello.
Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing great today. You guys know me. I'm from S29, and I do instructional videos, tutorial videos, and guides. And hopefully in the future, I'll be doing war videos.
Cool stuff. Okay, so friends, I'm happy to have to be with me in this video because I want to talk about something at the Paramount Cup. I don't want to go into details about what's the good thing about this cup. It's a tournament. We're still gonna go through some of the elements of this tournament, but I want to ask you a question first. Why do you think Lilith introduced the Paramount Cup?
Well, go ahead, Ghost.
So for me, I think they want to introduce a new side of Warpath, also a more competitive side, I would say. They definitely want to showcase the bigger powers and let them face off and see who is the best in Warpath at this moment. What do you think, FUBAR?
What I think is they're trying to rebalance the game and create more balance by encouraging other alliances that should be in Legendary to go back to Legendary by giving them this incentive. Warpath has always been competitive, but for the last, I want to say, 2 years, it's been the same alliances at the top of this game in the Legendary 1 series. So I want to see change in that because it gets kind of repetitive when it's always the same guys going head to head.
That's an interesting yeah, thanks, FUBAR. That's an interesting theory, and I think pretty much the same. Earlier I was talking about Ghost, and I said it's a shame that the cup is not available for gold and silver tier. And when I thought about this, wait a minute, that's not the way it is with Lilith. They always want to reward the strongest and the most active. And the thing is, I made a video about that regarding the lack of balance or the imbalance on the battlefield. And the thing is, everybody is trying to avoid Legendary 1. Okay, the bigger alliance, they try to lose some weight and to be more competitive in the lower tier. The Legendary 1 should be the flagship of this game. Everybody should attempt or at least try to play against the best of the best. But the problem is now this battlefield is dominated by these super alliances. So what I think Lilith is trying to do is they want to promote the Legendary 1 battlefield as to be part of the cup, you need to qualify by playing in the Legendary 1. If you are playing in Legendary 2, gold or silver, you do not gain points for this tournament. So that's my theory on this. What do you think, FUBAR?
I think you're 100% right, and this is going to encourage a lot of bigger players who are sandbagging down to gold 1, gold 2, gold 3, even silver 1. I've seen 300 million power whales in silver 3 where there is like no chance for those players to survive, and I think this will provide a much needed balance in the TOS system.
Yeah, that's my take on it. I think that but I understand the reason why to avoid that tier, as a lot of big alliances, they will take everything, and it's kind of a struggle to be competitive against those alliances. But regardless, we'll see how it goes. And before we talk about the alliances, real quick, the Paramount Cup is a tournament that was introduced recently, and basically the top 8 alliance will advance to the final. But the top 50 alliance are eligible for a reward. And if you look at the rewards, these are the rewards that will stack on top of your ranking in a conquest. Am I correct?
Yes, you are
All right.
absolutely 100% correct.
Okay, and even though you don't qualify or you don't finish in the top 8, you still reap more rewards than if you would play in Legendary 2 or Gold or even Silver. So they try to promote this Battleground, and by promoting the incentive or the reward is better. It has to be better. Now, and how you qualify? Well, basically, it's uh, how you play the conquest, either by killing or capturing asset or nodes, that you will gain some points, and those points stacks up, and the allies that have the more point, or the better it is, they have a chance to be part of the top 8. All right, the final rewards, that's what interests me, is there's some special base skin, unit skin, picture frame to showcase that who's the boss. I mean, if you can wear the skin, it means that you are the champion. So the appeal is there. It's a desirable item to possess, and the only way to claim those rewards is to be the ultimate champion. We all know, or maybe we don't, but we will know definitely who is the top alliance so far. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to let General Ghost go with your your pick of 8 alliance. Go ahead.
So thank you very much. So I would say, we have the two big ones, G27, big mass, small mass, server 14 alliance. The other contenders, I would say, S12, HBR can be in there, S24, definitely P2G, a very good alliance from S2. And then if they remerge, I would say S22 top can also be in there. I don't know, FUBAR, what do you think? Can you add anything to those possible alliances?
Actually, I can. Right now, I think that there's some good chances for underdogs to come in, such as from the newer servers, such as APOC, KLF from 29, and even there's a few other alliances that I can't remember the name right off the bat of my head, but I know there is quite a few other alliances that are underdogs in this that can easily come out on top. But my biggest concern is that with the scoring system, the game is going to become more ruthless. And when I say more ruthless, I mean like as and 44
Antoine?
Mags stated, Juan stated, you get rewarded for capturing key objective places. So usually in the end of an L4 event, now they used to come to a term agreement amongst their alliance, the allied alliances. Now we might be able to suspect a lot of cutthroat actions being done where they want to dominate this score really quick.
Yeah, I started to see this already when you look at the Battleground. Hold on, let me show it to you. I don't want to take too much time, but often a picture is worth 1,000 words. A video is even better. Now look at this battlefield right there. So I'm going to enter this battlefield, and you will see what I'm talking about. And I don't want to be mean to anyone. I don't want to be negative, but I have to say what you see is kind of obvious. So we got server 14. FT is one of their sub, and 14 is as well one of their sub. Now, if it would be out of the tournament, the Paramount Cup, they would let mass capturing the town hall. That's my take on it. That's just a theory, and they did not, meaning they want to keep all the points for themselves, which it's fine as well. I mean, there's no rule that say that you have to give some rewards to your ally or your coalition, right? So, but now you clearly see S14 have the intention of to capture everything and keep all the points for themselves. And the P2G, they got stuck. They cannot penetrate the inner ring, even though they were siding along with S14. So, I mean, they still got some points, but the big winner here is server 14.
Yes, 100%.
All
I
right.
also want to add. I also want to add there. There's other servers I also want to mention quickly is S36, FWZ. They're also a upcoming server that we need to watch. S37, Sissel. Those guys. I think they're also with Apox, Sissel, and KLF is in Legendary 1 right now. And these guys are, fighting with the big stars up there, so we really need to keep an eye on them as well.
Yep, that's true. And let's not forget that the Paramount Cup, each alliance that qualify or gain some point, the point stays inside the alliance. So now it's a good opportunity for the strong players out there that don't belong in a competitive alliance to join those alliance, spend the migration because there's a motivation, there's an appeal to that. So they might as well, they will be more motivated to spend those migration and join those large alliance. I'm going to exclude the smaller alliance we just talked about, but let's, for example, if in the top 8 alliance we have HBR 24 and P2G and probably top, they have a chance if they make their mind and decide to jump in the Legendary 1 battlefield. But all those alliances, they are not under Glorious server, meaning that anyone can join them. It's just a question of migration, and 70 tickets, you gather those tickets quite fast. So if you're looking to be part of this tournament, those alliances right there that I just named are your best option. And HBR is definitely a big player. 24, I just want to talk about 24 for a second. I've watched them fight. Now they're struggling because everybody is against them. But 24, they've been playing amazingly, very aggressive, very organized. They don't give up. There's a lot of strong players, a lot of them from server 14 that left the alliance to join 24. So those are the guys. If you are a strong player and you want to be part of this tournament, look for HBR, 24, P2G, and top. They should. I believe top is not there yet, but they have the potential to be part of this tournament. What do you guys think?
I
Yeah,
actually
100%.
think it's a good chance. Sorry. Your turn,
Yeah.
Ghost.
No, 100%. Also, I agree 100% that top is definitely up there, and I'm very excited to see what happens now with this Paramount Cup. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, top. I saw them in the last Legendary 1 battlefield. They lost way to evade this city, and for some reason, Lilith still put them against the bigger alliance. So it was a hard time for them. But I believe that they have the quality of players. They have the experience. They just need to bounce back. If they can gather a few ones, and there's a lot of players out there that maybe they should be not a better alliance. I don't want to down talk anyone here, but if they want to be part of this cup, now is the perfect timing for them.
Yes,
On that
100%.
note, I got something to say. I used to be an S22 native, and I know S22 is very different from a lot of other servers. It's a very heavily active fighting server. These guys that are there, like Starcrest, Pang Pang, Black Guy, Scribbler, these guys, they live for the fight. I mean, these guys they're super active. Those guys, the average, I want to say, kill count now on S22 is in the millions. and that's even gold and silver members of that server. So top has a very strong choice of placement. And even if they don't make it, there's a chance that another alliance will form within S22.
Yeah, it's possible. And just to correct you on one point, you're right on everything except Pang Pang is now in G27.
I thought, oh yeah, that's correct. He moved. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he moved. But still, they have Starcrest, Cute Boy, they have Scan, all those strong players. Usually that's the one that who are leading the attack, and that's the players you're looking for if you to initiate the attack and to gain momentum. You need those powerful players, and top have those powerful players. They just need a few more soldiers to fill up the alliance, a few active soldiers, and I think they would be good to go. Now, the other alliance I can see who could be dominating is if you look at Knights of 7 from server 7 and DDS8 from server 8. Those two alliances are part of a sector. What do I mean by that? It's not the proper word.
Region?
Cluster. Yeah, region. Thank you. So if you look at Warrior server, region 4, server 8, server 7, they have free migration. Okay? It doesn't cost them anything to fuse, to merge, just for the sake of this tournament. Try it. It's free. You cannot regret something you didn't try. In their case, they're really lucky. As you can see, I have plenty of roles in server 8. And server 7, they have like powerhouse players. They have Big Sarge and a few others that I forgot, but they know who they are. And like top, those big players are really active. They can lead their teammates to the victory, but they just need a little bit more horsepower to be competitive for the legendary one. So I know right now it's not the honeymoon as they are in conflict in one battleground, one battlefield, but if they can put this aside for a second, I think that those two alliances, they could do something interesting.
That is something we definitely need to keep our eyes on.
Yep, and in the same battleground where they are, right there. So do you guys remember CFW? Is it CFW, Class of the World? So from server 21, they are actually in this battleground right there. There's VPAF, who is really, really strong, and there's 21F. So a few conquest ago, CFW, they split in 2 or 3 alliances to decide that they would fit better in a lower tier battleground. And now they are absolutely killing it. As you can see, they save zone Wolf, and pretty much VPAF, they control DDS8, and they are controlling Knights of 7 in yellow. So they're doing it an awesome job. And I think they're a little bit too strong for Legendary 2. They should belong in Legendary 1 if they fuse those two alliances together. I'm not telling them what to do, but they are eligible. They are worthy of Legendary 1. That's what I'm trying to say.
100% there. I completely agree with you. There's a lot of potential amongst a lot of alliances that have broken up, and it's just more so about finding these players who are casual players and have them become more active. Because as you stated before, one of the key steps to securing victory in an L4 event is activity. Being on at reset, being active, supporting your alliance members, refilling rallies when they are down, getting them back up and running.
Yeah, that's true. That is correct. And like there's in one alliance, the recipe for a good alliance is, of course, you need some whales, you need some powerful players, you need some good art force, but what you need the most is active soldiers. I mean, you want at least 2 shifts where you have 1 active shift and 1 resting shift, so they can do a rotation and be active 24/7. Now, is there anything that I forgot about this? I just want to make sure. And guys, if I didn't name your alliance, I know that you're watching this video, and if you think that I forgot somebody, just let me know in the comments. Who do you think is worthy to be in Legendary 1? I would like to know. I'm very curious, and I try to follow everyone, but it's kind of impossible. But when something draws my attention, I try to focus and gather information to know what's up. Did I forget anything?
No, I don't think you did, but I do got something to say towards the end here. Guys, keep in mind, Paramount Cup is not a one-time thing. This is going to be a reoccurring event. So if your alliance is not making the cut right now, this is the time to start improving, making those steps if you want to participate. This is not something it's going to be a one-time thing you miss out on. You might miss the unique skins right now, but that doesn't stop you from getting the newer skins in the future. Remember, Warpath is not a sprint, but a marathon.
Yeah, that is correct on this. I wanted to say something that I'm about to forget, but it doesn't matter. It may not be important. Yeah, I think I'm good there. Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to talk about is, like I talked to General Ghost earlier, do you guys think that there will be a cup for the lower Battleground, or it will only be reserved for the Legendary 1?
Well, can I just this is very interesting topic, right? Having a Paramount Cup for Legendary, gold, silver going down will be amazing. Why? It helps the small alliances recruit, build up their alliances, and work towards Legendary 1, right? Gives a more competitive side to Warpath for all, alliances, big or small, play to win, free to play. Everybody has their place in Warpath. That is what Lilith is trying to do, right? I honestly think that this is just a test run to see how it goes with Legendary 1. And in the future, hopefully, they will give it to gold and silver as well to get those guys that have, 12 billion, 20 billion, maybe a little bit less, like 7 billion. Give them a place and also give them rewards. But obviously not Legendary 1 rewards, but going a little bit less to gold and a little bit less to silver, making the silver alliances work for gold and gold working for Legendary. So what do you guys think about that?
I think that's
Go
a
ahead,
great
Juan.
That's a good idea, right?
idea.
It
Yes.
is a good idea, as long as, because right now Legendary 1 is kind of sick. There's less and less alliance, and the intention of Lilith to trying to make it revive this Battleground is to promote it by offering more rewards, and that's the idea behind the Paramount Cup. As long as the reward is motivating to get your butt kicked, I'm fine with that. I mean, big alliance need big rewards, and if you want to try yourself, then you need the motivation. I mean, if you lose Paramount, let's say that you lose in Legendary 1, you finish in 8th place, you should still be able to reap more reward than winning Legendary 2, because there's no point of risking your alliance. Listen, if you get destroyed that bad, most of the time the alliance, they don't survive. They break up and people quit, and you don't want that. You want people that keep playing this game. And by offering more rewards, at least it's not that bad. Even if you lose, you have full of your pockets are full of refined component and whatnot. So that's my take on it.
I think you're absolutely 100% correct on this. What do you think, Ghost?
No, 100%. I think, if you're in Legendary 1, Legendary 2, the reward should be more than gold, and gold should be more than silver. Why? You need the guys to progress, right? If you want to get more rewards, you need to go to a alliance or build your alliance, recruit more stronger players to get to that Legendary 2, to get to Legendary 1, to get those rewards. It's a motivation, It's motivation to build, your base, your alliance, and also your network with other alliances, right? Because we all have to work together. So what do you think, FUBAR?
I think that's a wonderful idea and a very good standpoint there that you pointed out. The key thing right now is what I feel needs to happen is that a lot of alliances need to recognize their potential, because there's tons of alliances out there that are the underdog that we don't even know about that can be dominating in Legendary 1 if they just banded it together.
Well, it's a logical choice, but often it's not as easy to merge two alliances. Sometimes you have to let people go. You have to let players leave the alliance to make room for stronger players. And this is, I think, the biggest obstacle by merging. It's easier said than done. I've lived it plenty of time, but I mean, a good way to um, to motivate those players is do something about the migration. Make it more affordable so players won't be afraid to change server, try it out, and if they don't like it, they don't have to wait 3 months to return or find another solution. That would be maybe the best way to optimize this. As you know, leaving an alliance or leaving a server is not easy to do. Sometimes you're attached to this server or this specific alliance and you want to give them a second chance, and ultimately it doesn't work and you just quit the game because you're fed up, you're frustrated, and you didn't find a solution. So by offering more affordable migration, that would help build those super alliance. That's my take on it, at least.
I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
think you're 100% correct on that. What do you think, Ghost?
Yeah, 100%. No, 100%.
All right, friends. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I think that we talked about everything we had to. And once again, friend, if I forgot to name your alliance, I didn't mean anything bad. There's so many alliances out there. I spoke about the one that came to my mind. But if you feel that you got left out, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to have your alliance feature on our channel, just go ahead and make it happen. Talk to us, and I'll be more than happy to feature your alliance, how you guys work. That is what this channel is all about the players. So, do you guys want to add anything else?
FUBAR, you
Ghost,
go
I'll let you
ahead.
go first. I'll let you go first, Ghost.
Okay, thank you very much, 44 Mag. Thank you, FUBAR, for inviting me. This was a amazing, experience, and I hope to do it again. I hope we do a Paramount Cup follow-up when everything is concluded. And thank you very much.
I want to say is that I am deeply honored and touched to be working with these two legends and doing this collab together. They are truly inspirational players, and they have two different perspectives, and they have two different content creation styles. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also go check out General Ghost. If you want, you can come check me out. And all three of us are running a Discord together as a team. And it's meant to be a giant community and a general intelligence hub for you guys to learn Warpath if you're new, or pick up some tips and tricks if you're an experienced player. Either way, we'd love to have you. The link will be in the bio. And this is FUBAR. I got your 6. Back to 44 Mag.
All right, friends. So that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. Then I'm going to catch you until the next one. Next video will probably be at war, as we are registered for San Francisco. I'll try to publish as much game footage as possible. Until then, friends, I'll catch you on the next video.